Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. बोलो भाई. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare इससे बजा Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Enam Kanvandam Maravindanalaya Taksham Bhagavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundaranam Nandar Agom Vigamaniya Vishesha Shobha Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Andani Yasa Sakale Priya Priti Manti Lasyan Dipan Dikayanti Tiram Naganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrahasya Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham
प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद। श्री गुरु चरण पद्मा केवल भक्ति सदा। श्री गुरु चरण पद्मा केवल भक्ति सदमा। केवल भक्ति बंधु मुई सावधान मते। बंधु मुई सावधान मते। यहाँ प्रसादे भाई ए भवतरिया। यहाँ प्रसाद भाई ए भवतरिया। कृष्ण प्राप्ति है यहाँ हईते। कृष्ण प्राप्ति है यहाँ हईते। गुरु मुख पद्म वाक्य चित्ते ते करिया ऐक्य। गुरु मुख पद्म वाक्य चित्ते ते करिया ऐक्य। हरना करे मने आशा। हरना करे मने आशा। श्री गुरु चरणे रति यही से उत्तम गति। श्री गुरु चरणे रति यही से उत्तम गति। ए प्रसादे पूरे सर्व आशा। चक्षुदान दिलो यही जन्म जन्म प्रभु से। चक्षुदान दिलो यही जन्म जन्म प्रभु से। दिव्य ज्ञान है प्रकाशित प्रकाशित दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित। प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ है ते अविद्या विनाश याते। प्रेम भक्ति यहाँ है ते अविद्या विनाश याते। वेद गाया यार चरिता वेद गाया यार चरिता। श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनार बंधु। श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनार बंधु। अधम जनार बंधु। लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवन। लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवन। हा हा प्रभु कोरो दया देह मोरे पद छाया। हा हा प्रभु कर दया देह मोरे पद छाया। केवे असगु सुक्री भुवन। प्रभु पाद पतित पावन। जय प्रभु पद प्रभु पद श्रील प्रभु पद। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद। श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Gauranga bolite have pulaka sarira, Hari Hari bolite nayan babenira. Oh, Gauranga bolite have pulaka sarira, Hari Hari bolite nayan babenira. Nayan bhavini. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Radhe Shyam, Prem, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gauranga, join it I. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Radhe Shyam. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Balaram ki jai ho. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
कोई भजन गाने वाला है क्या?
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Ballava Girivaradhari. Gopi Jana Ballava Girivaradhari.
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha जय गोपी जन वल्लभ वरधा यशोदनन्दन व्रज जन रञ्जन यशोदनन्दन व्रज जन रञ्जन यशोदनन्दन व्रज जन रञ्जन परमहंस परिवर्तिकाचार्य शिष्य मध्य डिवाइन के अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम विश्वाल परमहंस परिवर्तिकाचार्य शिष्य मध्य भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज श्री प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की नाम आचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री राधा कृष्ण श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की ब्रजमोनि वृंदावन धाम की मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा जमुना मैया की तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी की समवेत भक्त वृंद की श्री प्रभुपाद की लोचनदास ठाकुर disappearance देखी दाई गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to assembled devotees Hare Krishna, all glories to assembled devotees Hare Krishna, all glories to assembled devotees Hare Krishna, all glories Shri Guru and Gauranga Gaur Premanande Hari 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 Bo. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti-Vedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharane Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Gurve Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamuderaye Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shlokir Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vranda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, you are all welcome for Srimad Bhagavatam class and glorification of the Srila Lochan Das Thakur at Sri Krishna Balaram Temple, ISKCON, Vrindavan. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 14th chapter, verse number 45 is for discussion. This chapter is entitled The Prayers by Brahma to Lord Sri Krishna. The Vatsapal Krishna. The Vatsapal means when Krishna was herding the calves. And Brahma has offered a prayer when Krishna was standing as a 5-year-old Gopaveshadhari with a morsel of food in his left hand, with a couple of pickles in between his fingers and a stick of herding cows in his hand, and having his flute tucked in his belt around the waist, and a gunja mala in his neck. This is the first verse, the beauty of Krishna described by Brahmaji. And then Brahmaji offered prayers requested for forgiveness. Actually, Brahma is not bewildered by the external potency or the Maya, but he was bewildered by Yoga Maya. This is Srila Prabhupada's third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, in Brahma's prayers and blessing of Lord to Brahma that you will never be bewildered by my Maya. So then Brahma left after offering obeisance to this Gopaveshdhari Krishna. And after that, Krishna brought the calves and he came to the place at the bank of Yamuna, where all the cowherd boys he left, and they started their lunch, and they were all surrounding Krishna, and still nobody has started, and they were about to start their lunch, and then they thought of calves, and Krishna went to look for the calves. So now Krishna came back along with the last calves. And when these cowherd boys, they saw Krishna, what they said, that is the verse. So this is the scene. The cowherd boys are sitting there with their lunch box open, and even in their hand there is more calves. So this is the verse. Ucha Swagatam te atiram hasa Naye kapi abhoji kavalla Ehita sadhu bhunjata Uchoscha suharda Krishna Swagatam te atiram sa Naiko api abhoji kavala Etidhi sadhu bhunjata Ochoscha suharda Krishnam Swagatam te atiram asa नैकोऽपि अभोजि कवला एतिः साधु भुञ्जता ऊचोश्च सुहृद कृष्णं स्वागतं ते अतिरंसः नैकोऽपि अभोजि कवला एतिः साधु भुज्यताम् ऊचश्च सुहृदं कृष्णं स्वागतं ते अतिसङ्गसा नैकोऽपि अभोज कवला एतिः साधु भुज्यताम् ऊचोश्च सुहृद कृष्णं स्वागतं ते अतिरंसा नैकोऽपि अभोजि कवलः एतिः साधु भुज्यताम् माताजी ऊचोश्च सुहृद कृष्णं स्वागतं ते अतिरंसा नैकोऽपि अभोजि कवला एहि तः साधु भोज्यताम् ऊजोश्च सौहृदं कृष्ण स्वागतं ते अतिरंसा नैकोऽपि अभोज कवला एतिः साधु भुज्यताम् ऊचुः they spoke cha and sohirdah the friends Krishnam to the Lord Krishna swagatam have come all the way back te you atirangasa very quickly na not ekaha one api even abhoji has been eaten kavalaha morsel ehi please come itaha here sadho properly bhujyatam take your meal. Translation and purport. Translation. The cowherd boy friend said to Lord Krishna, you have returned so quickly. We have not eaten even a one morsel in your absence. Please come here and take your meal without distraction. Purport. The word swagatam te indicate that the cowherd boys were congratulating Lord Krishna for having brought the calves back so quickly from the forest. Now, Lord Krishna's beloved friends urge him to sit down properly and eat to his full satisfaction. According to Srila Prabhupada's Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the cowherd boy friends felt quite jubilant and were eager to eat with their dear friend Krishna. So, the question is this. Brahma stole the cowherd boys and calves both. And it was almost 1 year from the earthly point of view. Then Balram was also surprised when he saw the all calves and cowherd boys in 400 forms. Brahma was also astonished and surprised when he saw double cowherd boys and calves. Are they same? Then he offered prayers. Then Krishna brought only the cowherd calves from there, not the boys. Boys were sitting there. How is that? This is the one question. So it means the time is ultimately under Krishna's control. When Krishna went to a Shrutadev and Bahulaso with this two set of the associate, at one place he was 1 day, at the other place he was for 1 month. But both thought it is the same time and same thing. So there was no difference of time. 1 month and 1 day, there was no difference of time. This is another pastime of Krishna in Bhagavatam. And also in a Mahabharata war, by sunset, if the sun sets and Jarasandha is not killed, Jayadratha is not killed, then Arjun will suicide himself by jumping into the fire. Krishna controlled the process of setting sun. It appears that sun has set, and Jayadratha came out, and then sun again came out, and Arjuna and Arjun was already at the pile of the fire. But Krishna told, Kshatri should never leave his bow and arrow wherever he is. Similarly, no devotee should leave his japa bag wherever he is. He should always carry with him. Because any time we need it, it's an emergency actually. This is our weapon to fight with Maya, and this is our shield also to protect us. Wherever in the street you are going and your mind is distracting you, put your hand inside, chant Hare Krishna, Gaur Hari, please bless us. So this is our weapon, we should not. So Arjun was right on the top of the pile of the fire, say wood, and about to be set on fire. Then all of a sudden sun is still there. Krishna said, see, there is sun, it is not set. Here is your target, please shoot. Make sure his head should not fall on the ground. It should go directly to the lap of his father, because he is blessed that anybody who put his head on the earth, the person who is shooting the arrow, his head will also be lost. So let his father also go with him. So that head, and the head landed, Jayadratha's head landed at the lap of his father, who was doing tapasya, and he also, his head broke open and finished. So time is under Krishna's control. It means this 1 year time was a fraction of second in this pastime. So one thing which is most important for us to realize is that this rising of the sun and setting of the sun decreases everybody's life. This is a verse in the Bhagavatam. Rising and setting of the sun take away everybody's life, but devotee's life is not disturbed by that. Devotees like Dhruva Maharaj, they put their foot on the head of the kal, which is time, and board on the aeroplane back to Godhead. So time for the devotee, this is another very significant actual something to realize. Time has no influence in the spiritual world. There is no past, present and future in the spiritual world. So these are, this Vrindavan in which Krishna is having his pastime, is Golok Vrindavan coming here. So material time has no jurisdiction in the pastime of Krishna. He has a pastime of Ras Leela for one full night of Brahma. How much is a night of Brahma? 1,000 times all 4 yugas. One full night of Brahma. He had pastime, Ras Leela. And then gopis was singing Geet, and where he was, he left them where he was with them, just covered with some curtain. And then they saw he's right there, where they left him. He appeared right there. So similarly, the Sankalpa Shakti of Krishna, the Acharya used the one word, Sankalpa Shakti of Krishna. It means the desire of Krishna, which controls time. Has arranged all this. Otherwise, how Balaram is bewildered? He is Supreme Lord. How can he be bewildered? Krishna's Sankalpa Shakti. For 1 year he could not notice that he is playing with the coward boys. They are the Krishna himself manifested as coward boys. For 1 full year, almost few days less, and he was surprised. Balaram could not notice. He was not able to notice that. How is that? Balaram is our spiritual master. He is a tattva who gave all the empowerment to the spiritual master. If he is bewildered, then where we will go? No. It's Krishna's desire. So it means these cowherd boys which came with Krishna as his cowherd friends, they were like, by his Sankalp Shakti and Yoga Maya, they were covered for a while there. For them, 1 hour, 1 year was just like a moment. There was no time influence on them. And then Krishna was coming for the calves only. So where the other calves went, which Krishna was actually herding for 1 year, they were produced by Krishna himself. So this was the Yoga Maya Shakti, which has produced, and then again they disappeared. And the original cowherd boys were just manifesting themselves, which they were covered for a while. So this is one point, that time has no influence in a spiritual world. There's no past, present and future in a spiritual world. Time has his jurisdiction in material world. And that also has a different. Our 6 month is a 1 day of heaven. So also there's a difference. And also there's a difference in Brahma's lifetime. So Brahma's planet has a different time cycle than the time of the heavenly planet. And the time of the Pita planet is different than the time of the heavenly planet. That is like our 1 day is there 15 days. So, but this lengthy time of Brahma's life is equal to 1 breath of Karandaksha Vishnu. 1 breath only. Brahma's 1 lifetime is over. So this is, so ultimately, time, Krishna says, time I am. So Krishna has manifested his pastime of concealing the material time. For the cowherd boys, it was all spiritual. There was no separation from Krishna. This is the one aspect. The other aspect is how enthusiastic these cowherd boys were when they saw Krishna coming. Swagatam, Swagatam, please welcome, come, our dear friend. You came so quickly. We have not yet put 1 morsel in our food, in our mouth. So how much time it took for the Krishna to bring calves back, it means. How much time it takes to put one morsel in a mouth. So they were not able to start eating, and Krishna brought the calves. And then they say, please come sit here. Now you, sadhu, Prabhupada writes, jubilantly they said, now let us enjoy our lunch together without distraction. So two things from this purport we should learn. We should be eager to ask Krishna, please come, take your bhoga, enjoy your prasad very peacefully without distraction. This should be our mood every day to feed Krishna, learn from the cowherd boys. We won't eat till Krishna comes. That's what they have not eaten anything. What they are saying here is, na eko, not even one. Na eko ev, not even one. And the word is, abhoji kavalaha. We have not eaten a one morsel, Krishna. What is teaching for us from these cowherd boys? We can only eat when Krishna relish. It's not that we were hungry so we ate, no. Krishna, first you relish without distraction, then we will honor your prasad. There is no prasad for them, they were friends, but still they are teaching us. So these are the two aspects in this pastime. Time has no influence in the spiritual world. And Krishna's pastime in Golok, in home Vrindavan are also beyond the jurisdiction of time. Though we calculate it by time because we are controlled by time. These pastimes are going on today also. Today, Krishna is having his pastime, he is herding cows now somewhere. They are having their lunch somewhere now also. But we cannot see that because for us it was past. So two types of Krishna's pastime. One is called a Nitya Leela, which is eternally going on. And other is called a Avatar Kala Leela. Pastime which is manifest during the time when he come along with his associates. So Avatar Kala Leela, that pastime which is during his incarnation has disappeared from our eyes, which has appearance and disappearance. But the eternal pastime is going on continuously, eternally, perpetually. And this pastime of Avatar Kala, of the time of incarnation, is actually coming from the eternal pastime. So from where this pastime is coming? From eternal. But we have to hear this pastime of the incarnation pastime, Avatar Leela, manifest type pastime, that's what we are doing now. What is the benefit of that? The benefit is that when we hear this, we, by mercy of Krishna and his associates, will be able to enter into the eternal pastime. So this pastime which is in Bhagavatam is a pastime of Krishna of his avatar time or incarnation Leela. By hearing them these regularly, by the mercy of Krishna and his associate, we will be eligible to enter into the eternal pastime from where these pastimes are drawn. So this is the purpose of everyday reading Bhagavatam. That by the mercy of Bhagavatam, which is none different than Krishna, and also Bhagavat means devotee. So Krishna and devotees are included in this Bhagavatam, and by relishing it regularly, by their mercy, we will be eligible to enter into the eternal pastimes. That is the purpose of actually relishing Bhagavatam regularly, with enthusiasm. Shrunatam Swakatha Krishna. The other verse is Shrunatam Nityam. But the Prabhupada translates that word enthusiastically. Shrunatam. This is in 2nd canto, 8th chapter. The verse is Shrunatam Nityam. Shardaya. Shrunatam Shardaya Nityam. The word Shardya translated by Srila Prabhupada enthusiastically there. Shardya means faithfully. Prabhupada there exactly translate enthusiastically. This is I think verse number 4 or 5 in 8th chapter, 2:8. Shrunatam Shardya Nityam Granatascha Swacheshtitam Granatascha Swacheshtitam Kalenati Dirghena Bhagavan Vishade Hirde. If enthusiastically we hear Krishna Katha regularly, this Parikshit Maharaj is saying this, then Krishna, then the next line is most important. Granantas Swacheshtitam. Granantas means after hearing we Granatas. Granatas means to absorb in. It's to absorb. Means what we hear we absorb. Internalize. And for that, there is a word cheshtitam, which means we have to endeavor. Cheshta means endeavor. We have to endeavor to absorb the katha. Not only hear with the ears, but use our intellect, mind to absorb the essence of the katha. And then internalize it. Internalize it. That is called in a Vedic language Shravanam, Manan, Nidhyasan. Shravan means hearing, Manan means accepting or understanding, and Nidhyasan means practicing. Actually, internalizing this, then Shravan is complete. Then what is the result? Bhagavan Vishade Hriday, Krishna will come and enter into the heart. And what he will do? How much time for Krishna to take to come? Kalena ati dirghena. Not much time. He's quickly come and enter into the heart. What he will, from where he comes. The next question is appearing. How Krishna will enter the heart? The next verse says, Praveshta karana randhananam. He entered through the ears. So the pathway for the Krishna to enter the heart of a devotee is ear. And somehow ears are made in such a way there is no lid on the ear. Eyes has a lid, but ear has no lid. It's open always. And there are 3 ears. You know there are 3 ears? In a medical terminology there are 3 ears. External ear, middle ear, internal ear. There are 3 ears, which means actually hear, understand and apply. Yeah, actually it means that. There are 3 ears, not 1 ear. This is just something outside, but and then there is a place on the brain for the ear, which actually register what we hear. And then that has a connection with the heart. When that hearing goes to the heart, the emotion arises, and then sometimes we cry. Sometimes we laugh after hearing. So there is a lot of link inside. So that hearing is most important, where hearing transform our heart, our feelings, our emotions from the outside world to the inside Krishna consciousness. So Krishna enters through the ears from Bhagavatam. Suroraham. Suroraham means the lotus of the heart. Bhav means you have a Sakha Bhav, then he will enter as a coward boy. If you have Dasya Bhav, then he will appear as king. If you have Vatsalya Bhav, then he will appear as a baby, a darling. If you have Madhurya Bhav, then he will come as a Smra, as a beautifully decorated Kishore Krishna. So Krishna will enter into the heart of a devotee according to his bhav which he has awakened by his sadhan bhakti. So the line says, Praveshta Karalandranam Swanam Sarorvaham. Swanam means every individual. Sarorvaham means the heart. And bhava means whatever the sentiment we will. And then what Krishna will do when he enters in the heart. He has reached to the heart. What he will do. Dhunoti Samalam Krishna. Now Krishna will completely clean the all dirty things within the heart of his dear devotee. Krishna will clean. We are not able to clean our heart. Therefore, Cheto Darpan Marjanam also means Krishna's holy name will clean our heart. We are not able to. No baby born can clean herself. Mother has to kill. Mother has to clean. Mother has to clean. So Krishna is mother for us, father for us, everything was us. So he cleans everything. And then what happens? Then we can see Krishna inside because the dirt is gone. Krishna is seen. We can see the lotus feet of Krishna. And then we completely embrace the lotus feet of Krishna and then we'll never leave that. That is what the next verse says. Huh? These are beautiful verses actually for our sadhan to understand what is the purpose of hearing Bhagavatam. So here, enthusiasm of the cowherd boys towards Krishna. Every day they are eating together, every day they are playing. But they are seeing Krishna, they are having new enthusiasm. Please come, welcome, welcome. Sit here. We are waiting for you. We'll eat after you. Enjoy. Without destruction. So that enthusiasm for serving Krishna, pleasing Krishna, is Krishna consciousness. And time has no influence in Vrindavan. For 25 years we are saying Panchagauda is of same, no change. There's not, the Maharaj says, 25 years we are together here, it's still everything same, no difference. So time has no influence here, don't worry. Hare Krishna. Now we have today a very great Vaishnava, Lochan Das Thakur. His writing of Chaitanya Mangal and his beautiful songs about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda are the two contributions for the Gauriya Vaishnavas. His Chaitanya Mangal which he said, by the mercy of my spiritual master, Narhari Sarkar. And what I learned from Damodar Pandit, what I heard from him, the original pastime written by Murari Gupta, who was the personal associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in Sanskrit verses, where he was the witness of all those pastimes. When I was hearing these pastimes, I memorized those verses. And I am so fortunate, Lochan Das Thakur says, that from the childhood I had the merciful association of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associates. And I gave my heart to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's service. Though Lochan Das Thakur says, I born 34 years after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has his pastime only 48 years. So, only last 10 years of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime was there when Lochan was only 10 years by the time Mahaprabhu has finished his pastime. So 34 years after the appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lochan Das Thakur appeared in a Rad Desh, this Radia physician family, Kamalakar his father and Sadananda his mother. He was married. In those days, marriage was in early age, like 10 years or something like that. Girl used to live to the father's house till she became mature, then the girl was supposed to be brought back. But Lochan Das Thakur, his youth, he was living with his spiritual master, Narari Sarkar, at his path, Sri Path, and was learning Kirtan, a Yuga Dharma. So the parent of the girl who was married to Lochan Das Thakur, came to Narari Sarkar and told that he has married a girl, she is waiting, now she is mature, please ask him to come and take the girl to his personal home. So Narari Thakur told Lochan, you have to go and bring your wife. When he was going to the village of his in-laws, he don't know where is the house of my father-in-law. So there was one girl he saw on the way. He said, Ma, was normal, Mata, where is the house of so-and-so person? He reached that house, and by the way, that girl was his own wife. And he told Mata, mother. And then all the life, he lived with the wife, because he said mother like that. That's what the historian writes, that he is the first poet in Bengali. First poet and historian in Bengali, who has compiled a Eastern Bengal Panchali style of poetry. Chaitanya Mangal is in Panchali poetry. There are Lakshmi Panchali, there are different type of Panchalis, and where the something vowel or something is at the end is a special type of bhajan. So he said those Sanskrit verses came out of my heart in a local Bengali Panchali style. So actually and then in a Mangalacharan, it is a 4 section, Chaitanya Mangal has a 4 section, Sutra section, then the Adi, Madhya and Sage. So in a Sutra section he is doing Mangalacharan to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to all the Vaishnava, all the associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then to his spiritual master Narhari, by his mercy I am doing that. Then he is writing something about the Mahabharata of Germany, where Narada and Uddhav are discussing about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. This section is Narada, Uddhav is asking about Krishna, and Narada is saying he is going to appear in Kali Yuga as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then Narada visited Dwarka, Krishna was there. And then he visited Naim Sharanya, then he visited Jagannath Puri. So all this is described there, the preface for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance, even before Mahaprabhu's appearance in that Chaitanya Mangal. Then Lochan Das Thakur also has some beautiful bhajan some about Nityanand Prabhu. This Akrodha Nityananda Ram is one of the very famous bhajan, but the other bhajan which our founder Acharya His Divine Grace Sri Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada used to, he was fond of this bhajan and he has a commentary on that bhajan. But which is that one? Pahi Jana Nitaya Gaur Sundar or Avatar Saravatar Shromani Sar. This is the bhajan, I think. This is the bhajan which is quoted here. If I can find. Parama Karuna. Who is somebody can sing few lines? Boliye, please. Somebody can sing few lines. Let us glorify Lochan Das Thakur. Maharaj will sing, okay? Parama Karuna Pahodoi Jana Nitai Gora Chandra. Yeah, this is the bhajan. Parama Karuna Pahodoi Jana Nitai Gora Chandra. Who is this? This is the right person. Sabha avatara sara shiromani kevala ana. Jana Nitai Gaura Chandra Parama Karuna Pahodoi Jana Nitai Gaura Chandra Parama Karuna Pahodoi Jana Nitai Gaura Chandra Samavatara Sarashiramani Avatara Sarashiramani Kevala Ananda Kanda Bhajao bhajao bhai Chaitanya Nitai Sada Vishwasa Kori Chai Chariya Tera Samajiya Ye Mukhoy Bolo Hari Hari देखो रे भाई त्रिभुवन नाहि ये मन दयालु दाता पशु पक्षी जोरे पसान विदोरे सुने यार गुण गाथा संसार मजिया रहिले परिया से पदे नाई संसार मजिया रहला परिया से पद नैलो आशा पन करम बुझाए समरा कहे लोचन दास परम करुणा पदोई जन ताई गौरचंद्र. This song was especially dear to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who translated it as follows. This is the song by Lochan Das Thakur. Lochan Das declares the two Lord Nitai Gaur Chandra. Lord Nitai and Lord Chaitanya are very merciful. They are the essence of all incarnations. The specific significance of these incarnations is that prosecuting their way of self-realization is simply joyful, anandakand, for they introduce chanting and dancing. There are many incarnations like Lord and even Lord Krishna who taught Bhagavad-Gita, which requires knowledge and understanding. But Lord Chaitanya introduced a process which is simply joyful, simply chant and dance, simply joyful. Therefore, Lochan Das Thakur requests everyone, my dear brother, I request you that just worship Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda with firm conviction and faith. Don't think that this chanting and dancing will not lead to the desired goal. It will. It is the assurance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that one will get all perfection by this process. Therefore, one must chant with firm faith and conviction, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Nitai Gaur. But what is the process? What is the process? If one wants to be Krishna conscious by this process, one has to give up his engagement in sense gratification. Again here, but if one wants to be Krishna conscious by this process, one has to give up his engagement in sense gratification. Vishayi Charya. That is the only restriction. If one gives up sense gratification, it is sure that he will reach the desired goal. One simply has to chant Hari Hari without any motive of sense gratification. Hari Hari. Lochan Das says, my dear brother, you just try and examine this within 3 worlds. There is no one like Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda, because their merciful qualities are so great that they make even birds and beasts cry. What to speak of human beings? Actually, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed through the forest known as Jharkhand, the tigers, elephants and snakes, deers and all other animals joined him in chanting Hare Krishna. It is so nice that everyone can join. Even the animals can join. What to speak of the human beings? Of course, it is not possible for ordinary men to introduce animal to chant. But if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could inspire animals to chant, at least we can encourage human beings to adopt this path of Hare Krishna mantra. Chanting, it is so nice that even the most stone-hearted man will be melted. It is so nice that even stone will melt. But Lochan Das Thakur regrets that he is entrapped by the sense gratification. He addressed himself, my dear mind, you are entrapped in this sense gratification process and you have no attraction for chanting Hare Krishna, since you have no attraction for the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda. What can I say? I can simply think of my misfortune. Yamaraj, the superintendent of death, is punishing me by not allowing me to be attached by this movement. Srila Lachanath Thakur was born in the Shakabat 1445 and disappeared 1540. Srila Lachanath Thakur ki jai. Hare Krishna. Any question or comment?
You were talking about how to receive the message, how to see Lord Krishna also through our ears. And you were saying that, yes, it doesn't have a beat. But the problem is, we hear from one ear, but then it goes up immediately to the other ear. There's no lead. So we really have to capture, because yes, Bhagavatam says we have to hear through oral reception. Oral means factual hearing from the right source. So the speaker has to be qualified and the audience has to be qualified also. By capturing it, the message through our heart, which you said also, which is very good. Hare Krishna.
The old story I used to tell about the listener. There was a festival going on, and outside there was somebody who was selling the dolls. And there were 4 same shaped dolls. 4 dolls looking same. The first doll, free. Second doll, 10 rupees. Third doll, 100 rupees. Fourth doll, 1000 rupees. Looking same. Everybody said, give me free doll. He said, no, you have to buy 4. Give me 1110 rupees, take full. One person said, he said, take money. Give me 4. What is the difference? Why somebody is free, one is 10, one is 100, one is 1000? He took the free wala first. And he put a wire. From one ear came out from other. He said, this is the free doll which come and sit in the class. They hear from here and everything goes out. Then he took the second 10 rupees. He put the wire in the ear. It was not coming out from other side. It's coming out through mouth. Oh no, first was not like this, I am sorry. First free doll, nothing was going in. Wire was not going in. He said, they are sitting, no word is going in their mind. They are simply sitting, waiting for the time for prasad. No word enter in their ear. Say 10 rupees wala, they hear from here, but everything goes from here. Wire here came out from here. Third wire went from here, not from other ear, came out from mouth. Say they don't have parampara. They don't read books. They only hear somebody and then go and become a big acharya and preach. They are 10 rupees wala. There are so many like that, they only hear the cassette of somebody and then go and preach, no parampara, no book. And the last 1000 rupees wala, the wire entered from ear, went into the heart. This is he is the real one who hears actually. That what comes through the ears go to the heart. So most of the people simply, nothing enters and goes from the other side, or enters and just you throw out but then forget, but what goes inside is actually. So the oral is humble, with the oral is a humble word, humble oral reception. Humble oral reception is the process to transform the heart. Yes, Maharaj, thank you, yes.
Yeah, it comes to the ear, then we capture to the heart, and then we also release it.
Then it should come from there, yes. If you speak, then you remember. That's good. So anybody has any question? Time is already over. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, लोचन दास ठाकुर की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंद। हरि हरि बोल। परम करुणा बहुजन निताई गौरचंद्र सर्वावतार श्रोमणि। वो तनख्वाह आ गई।